Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. So, my name is Chris. I play in a band called Reversible. I use the term band loosely. It's actually just me writing songs. It's like a little music project. But we were a band at one time. And one of our first songs was a song called Patchhead. Now, I urge you all, please go to reversible.bandcamp.com, and when you go there, look up the song Patchhead. It's right there on our 2017 demo album, and those are all of our early songs that we wrote. Most of them were written by me, but I had a really good songwriting partner that helped me work those songs into shape. His name's John Acosta, aka Nicky Lamati, and Nicky and I really worked hard to make those songs happen. He plays the bass and the drums on those on the songs on that album, and I do the guitar, keyboards, and most of the vocals. And this song Patchhead was actually written it was actually written as two different songs, and John had the real good idea. Let's put, as they don't work as separate songs. Let's put them together somehow. And I came up with the idea of using the intro from a song by the Fastbacks. And the Fastbacks are an incredible band from Seattle. They started in like 1979 or 78 or something. And they lasted all the way up until the 2000s. So they were pretty big through the 80s and 90s. Really great band. So, and I asked Kurt Block, the guy who actually wrote the song, I asked him if it was cool if I used his intro as my intro into the song. And this was at South by Southwest way like 1998 or something. And he said it was fine with him. He didn't care. He was happy to see it used in someone else's music. So thanks for that, Kurt Block. I really do appreciate that. It was a big boost. Anyway, the song is not... It's complicated in that it has a lot of changes, but they're not hard changes. So the song was actually written lyrically. Patchhead was an actual person, a prostitute that worked just a couple of blocks over that way on Telephone Road here in Houston, Texas. Back in the 80s and 90s and 2000s, Telephone Road was a famous strip for like crack whores. And this one was the most cracked out of all the crack whores. She had mental problems, schizophrenia and such, and she would pull her hair out, and that's why I called her Patchhead, because she had patches where her hair didn't grow because she had just pulled it out. And her actual name was Olivia, and no, I didn't know her in the biblical sense, so don't go there. I'm gay as it can be. So anyway, the song actually starts out... Let me turn up the distortion. You start out in standard tuning. This is the guitar it was actually written on. I do tend to use the Telecaster more, but this is the actual guitar I used writing it, and the one I play it on the most. The Epiphone Casino. I love the short scale of it, which I'm told John Lennon also preferred it because of the neck is real kind of small. Anyway, it starts off, there is a rockabilly intro that I added around 1999 or so, but that in itself is a separate piece. So the actual Patchhead, the actual song, starts off in B, a power chord, so that's your second fret on your second string, and let's turn it up. And what it is, it's the Fastbacks intro from a song called Went for a Swim. And he does this little thing. Here it goes. It starts with you got your B. Now what that is B, and it just goes up to F sharp as like an accent. goes just back and forth for 2 times, 2 measures or whatever. And then it's E, your open E, standard tuning. And then G. And then back to B, not E, B. And then G, F sharp. And what it is it's the part that goes. And that's the fastbacks. And then my part kicks in with on the C here. That one right there. F, G. So it's C, F, and G. And that's 2 measures. And then it's C, G sharp, G. So it goes like this. And that's the first little part. That's the part where I'm singing. What is it? Good Lord, it's been so long. I can't remember the words. Here's a song about a girl I knew. Her name is Patchhead. Perhaps you knew. She's schizo. She pulls out her hair. She's a whore. You can fuck her if you dare. So then the part where I start singing what caused her to be in this state. First I tried to relate. Patchhead was too crazy, guys. What's that smell from between her thighs? That part is, it goes down to D sharp. Damn hollow body guitars, feedback like crazy. So it goes to D sharp. D sharp to B. And that little part is, it's D sharp to B, D sharp to C and B. So it's D sharp B, D sharp C, B. Got it? And 2 measures. And then the little tricky part is the chorus. And this one is a little harder. It's D sharp. So that's D sharp. I'm not feeling it today. D sharp to B. So you're playing. So it's D sharp, B. Oh God, give me a minute. I've never actually broke it down like this. D sharp. Let's turn this down a bit. D sharp, B. C sharp, A. And then open, A. 2nd fret, B. Then C. So it's easier to just show you real in a slow motion. It's very rockabilly, and that's why I like it, because it's at odds with the punk feel of it. But you got to play it really quickly. That's where I messed up. I'm sorry. It's Patchhead, Patchhead, Patchhead. It is harder than it looks to break that little piece down. So let me just play it, and hopefully y'all can catch it. I'll try to wiggle it so you can see the string I'm actually moving. So that's Patchhead, Patchhead, had a... The lyrics are Patchhead, Patchhead, had a rare skin disease. That's what she told the Johns who would pay her for a little treat. I just like to throw the slide in there. And then it goes right back to the verse part again. Excuse me. And then it goes back into the other little part. And then it sustains on the A, and usually I'll use the Fender, the vibrato, to get that little sustain going. And then it goes into the next break, which is A, slide down to A sharp, B, C, take the vibrato off. Me so far? It's not hard, it really isn't. It's just putting them all together is what makes it so complicated. And it just does that for, I can't remember how many measures. Back to that A and sustain. Sometimes I hit the strings behind the bridge. And then it goes into another break, which is really, really simple. It's the part where I go, patch head gives head, patch head gives head, $5 a head, patch head gives head. And it's just this power chord, which is the 9th fret and an 11. And I just let it ring open. Patrick gives head, Patrick gives head. And then there's a really cheesy break I added, which goes back to A, G, and open E. And just keep riding that open E. And over that would be the self-indulgent little solo. And that's where I usually like to use the Beatronics Swarm octave fuzz pedal. Now you can use whatever pedals you like, but the solo I pretty much just ad-lib it. There's no set way to play it. I don't play a certain sequence of notes. I mean, I know I keep it in E, so it goes somewhere up here to the E. You know, you can ad-lib it however you like. You probably play it better than I do. And then it goes back to the patch head gives head part, which is that 9th fret on the E string, and open, And that's where John does this really cool drum break. And I know I sound cheesy doing it, but I love it. It really makes that whole song for me. And it just kind of keeps going. And that's the song. That's how it ends. So yes, it is a lot of parts, but it's not as complicated as it seems. It's just putting them all together. And that is the song Patchhead. And if you've made it this far in this 16-minute video, you should be canonized and made a saint. So yeah, that's the song Patchhead. Go to reversible.bandcamp.com if you want to hear the original. And try it out yourself. And thanks for watching this incredibly long video. I really do appreciate it. So have a great day, everyone.